I'm outside right now. I'm at my favorite place, the wildlife sanctuary. I thought it'd be a good idea to film a video outside, and I was wrong because it is crazy hot out today. The sun is just beating down on me, and I had to wear sunglasses because if I don't, I'm squinting at the camera and it looks like I'm in pain. Even with the sunglasses though, to be honest, I'm in a little bit of pain because it is painfully awkward to be in front of a camera for the first time. But I wanted to give it a try, and I think I have something really cool to talk about, which is going to Japan for 2 weeks. So let's get into it. So right now we are looking at my Japan binder. This is how I'm keeping everything for the trip organized. I'll be bringing this on the trip because if we need any information, it will be in this binder. So when I'm putting my binders together, I just try to think, what are the steps to getting to Japan? And I try to organize it in that way. So the first step is figuring out when you're going. And then secondly, I put language just because that's something you can start learning after you book your trip. Next I have my packing list because you'll have to pack your bags. And then logically it follows that you'll have to park your car at the airport, followed by flights, and then the places that we'll be visiting in order while we're in Japan. So the binder has a really logical flow to it, and I think that just continues to help with the organization, so you never have to scramble for anything. You just know at what step in the process you're in, and that's where your information will be. So the first thing I add to my binder is a calendar of the days, and this kind of just maps out when we'll get there, when we'll be leaving, and what we're going to do in between. So you kind of see they're labeled. The days will be in Tokyo, the days will be in Kyoto, Osaka, back in Tokyo. After date information, I have some common language to get to know. As far as language goes, we went to Japan last year and we only knew how to say thank you, which is arigato gozaimasu. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it seemed to have worked. The gozaimasu is what you put at the end when you don't really know the person well that you're saying thank you to, so it is like a respect. Next I have our packing list. We don't have to go into them too extensively, but just thinking beforehand things that you would like to pack so that you don't have to figure it out a couple days before when you are distracted by other details of the trip. Big things to remember are definitely your passport, and I always have to bring Dramamine on flights with me, otherwise I will get nauseous. When the trip gets closer, there's going to be other details and just general anxieties that are going to fog your brain when it comes to packing. So I like to do my list ahead of time, and how I come up with my packing list is I pay attention to myself getting ready for the day in the morning, and whatever I touch to put on my face, to wash myself in the shower, or just to finish getting ready, I add that to my packing list because that's what I'll be reaching for while I'm getting ready in Japan. Next is think about where you're going to park your car while you're gone. If you're not staying in a hotel before you head out on your plane, you're going to have to purchase parking if you don't have someone to take you to the airport, which we do not. Parking is something that we'll have to finalize and schedule in the next couple days here, so I'll give you an update on who we go with when we decide. Okay, next in the binder I have the flight information printed off. This is not crucial because you can always get your tickets at the airport and they will have the same information on it. I just like to have a form in my binder. If anything goes wrong, it's a great backup. The first place we are staying is Tokyo. So I have our Airbnb information printed off, and then I also went and found some things that I'd like to do while we were in Tokyo. and I can talk more about that in a different video, but just printing off some ideas. In the next couple days we'll finalize some of our activities, and then I will print those off and add them to that section as well. Next we'll be going to Osaka. So again, having the Airbnb information printed off. We did all Airbnbs for this trip, no hotels. I can talk more about Airbnb in another video. I have some stuff printed off that I would like to see or do in Osaka, some good ideas. And alright, lastly we're staying in Kyoto. So again, I have our Airbnb information printed out, some things I would like to see and do. And then finally, the returning flight information. Again, not necessary to print off, I just like to have as much information available to me in my binder since I'll be bringing it anyways.